What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. So a little sneaky unboxing here first off. I ordered a new handbrake handle from ProSpec Imports, I think it is. Is it ProSpec? Yeah, ProSpec Imports. Saw it actually just on Instagram and I thought, well, I need a new one of them because mine's all haggard in the Supra. So I got one of them, and I also got a tire pressure sensor, one of those cheap eBay ones, just because in the Crown it's my daily and I've got stretched tires, so I'm always worried that the tires are, you know, losing air or whatever. And when I was like 18, I ran my car, one of my like first cars, with a flat tire, and strangely you couldn't even feel it. It still drove perfectly. Back left tire was haggard. And I pulled up at work and I had some of the contractors rock up and go, dude, what's going on with your tire? And it was shredded. So now I've just got this like built-in fear of driving on a flat tire. So let me show you what I got. Alright, so firstly, here's a handle from ProSpec. Now, what you get in the pack, little install guide, which is great. The handle itself, which, let me just get that out. Handle itself, which is actually really nice. I think it's, so it's plastic, but I think it's a, off a 3D printing machine, I would guess. And you have a little grommet in there as well. Nice sticker for the toolbox and a little lolly. So thanks guys, that's beautiful. I'll go and chuck that on. So I actually have to cut my old leather handle off, which is fine because it's cooked, and then you install this one on. So I'm assuming it's gonna be quite a tight fit. So we'll go do that in a moment. And then we've got this cheap tire pressure sensor. Now, I did the measurements, but I wanted to make sure this would fit in the Crown. What I want to do, if you guys have seen on my previous videos, where the height sensor, where the height controller sits, there's a little spot next to there that has a cigarette lighter. I don't smoke, so this would be perfect for that, and I was hoping it was going to be tiny, and I'm really hoping it's going to fit, because if this fits in that little spot, oh, it's going to be perfect. And then you've got, I think these are just the security locking nuts, so you can just like put this behind each of those and lock it on. And yes, look guys, I know these are kind of ugly, but thankfully my air valves on the Crown are actually meant to be black. So it's kind of, you know how they've got the studs all the way around? Well, I've got stud and then air valve in between where there's not meant to be a stud and then stud. Whereas on the Supra's rims, it's got stud, stud, air valve, stud. So the air valve needs to be like a silver finish to match the bolts. Whereas on the Crown, it's not like that. So I may get away with this. So we'll install that today as well. And we've got to change some parameters because this is currently set, it gives you a low pressure, a high pressure, and a leak alarm. This one, the high pressure is set to like 30, I think it is, PSI, and obviously I run more than that. I actually run 38 pound in my tires, in the Supra and in the Crown. So I need to change that. I'll probably put the high up to like, I don't know, 45 or something, because I don't really care about that, and the low will be at 30. So we'll install that too. Alright guys, I'm sorry for the terrible lighting and angle, but it is raining outside, so I'm doing the best that I can. Now, it says that we have to cut off the stitching underneath here with a blade, so I will quickly do that and hopefully safely do that. Okay, that's cut, and then it says to peel off the old leather. I think it's going to be a bit of a mess, to be honest with you. And it does say to get all of the leather out of the button, so I'm hoping that this comes all out in one go. And it'd be delightful if it did. Oh, it does. What a winner. What a winner. Alright, now it just literally says to pop the new one in and tighten it on. Now, if I find that this is a little loose or whatever, and in the future it kind of slips around, I will probably take it back off chuck some glue on here, slide it back on and do up the grub screw. Now, they did generously include all tools that you need, which is just this bad boy. I don't know if it's focusing, but oh yeah, there we go. So, let's get this handle. Oh, that's a delicious fit. Love it, love it. Okay, that's going to be hard to get on, but just pull this back, make sure it's all the way. I think it is. Wow, that's a really good fit, guys. Really good. Doesn't grab or anything. That's really, wow. Like, if that is 3D printed, guys, don't get rid of that little document. That's great. Pull that on as much as I can. That button works freely, and then I just do up this grub screw. Honestly, that fits so tight that you probably don't even need the grub screw. But obviously, we're going to do it up just to give that little extra bit of security. Kind of just keeps going. But yeah, that's beautiful. That is really good. I'm so happy with that because the other one was horrible. The other one was really gross. Okay, so firstly, let's just move that. Classic, mate. Gotta plug this bad boy in. And that's the little gap I was talking about. So let's hope it fits. Because if it doesn't, it's going to be awkward. Pop that in. Come on, be a good fit. Oh. She's tight. She's very tight. Oh, actually, it's perfect. It's like literally perfect. I can still access those buttons. It is hard to access the settings buttons, to be honest with you. But that's okay. They don't hit. So let's just turn the car on and see what it does. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like that. I'm a fan of that. Alright guys, so I've had to set it up in the back of the car. Thank you Toyota for putting so many cigarette lighters in this thing. Just because in the front it literally has enough space to sit there perfectly, but you can't access the buttons. So to set it all up, I've put it to PSI and to degrees Celsius. So all you do is hold the setting button for 3 seconds. And then you press up and down to change it. So it's on PSI at the moment, go to bar, back to PSI. Then you press it again, that's your temperature. Press it again for your upper pressure limit. Press it again for your lower pressure limit. Again for temperature limit, so that's at 68 degrees. I'm not really worried about temperature, to be honest. Like, if they're on fire, I'm gonna know. And then back to this. Then you just press and hold it again. And that's it, it's all set. So as you can see, I've got a little bit low in the front left. I'm on 33. I did lose about a pound putting them all in because I was putting them in really slowly, because as you put them in, it starts to leak. So just put them in quickly. So I'll pop them up when I'm driving later, but it actually seems really accurate and I'm stoked. And it also gives you a little battery voltage right down there as well. So I want to pull this out, pop it back in the front and go from there. So there we are. It literally sits perfectly. Sorry there's no light. I left a light in the back. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. It does exactly what I needed to do. Now I'll show you actually what they look like on the wheels. I'm not a fan. So here's your wheel. Oh yeah, sweet, sweet. Oh, that dish, man. And then it's up there. Now look, you can't really see it when it's spinning and stuff. You won't see it too much, but it is kind of ugly. Now this is on the shadowed side, so you can see it a little bit more on the front and also when it's in the light kind of thing. But to be honest, I just wanted to test that this was going to be a good option for me. So I wanted to see if I'm gonna like it, if it worked well. You know, it's only like, I think it was $45 shipped from China. It got here in like, it couldn't have been from China because it got here in like a week, so it was great. And it will give me some peace of mind when I'm driving along, knowing that all my tire pressures are all sweet. And if it does, like, you know, if I get a nail in it or whatever, I can sort that out. Now, The one thing I haven't set up is apparently there is a leak alarm that you can do, but I kind of need 2 people. I need someone to pull the valve out a little bit so it is leaking so you can calibrate it. I'll just read the instructions to see how to do that, but it shouldn't be too hard. But to be honest, I can just glance down all the time anyway. You're gonna notice if your air's going down, but it is an option. So in the future, what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna buy another one of these, but it's going, well, I'm gonna buy 2, one for the Supra and one for this, and you can actually replace your valves with the ones that are inside the tire. So all you'll see is just what you would normally see, and all the actual sensor and everything that is in the tire, just like all the brand new cars that are coming out with it. So I will do that in the future because I don't like this look, and the Supra, there's no way that's getting that look because, like how I explained earlier. But really happy with it. It's going to do what it needs to do for a little while until I get those ones in. Really happy. All right, now that those parts are done, let's go and get some more parts. I found some headlights for the Supra on the old Facebook Marketplace. Love that thing because some of the tabs are broken, and I'm trying to get both of these cars absolutely perfect. So broken tabs will not do. They're great lights, and I'll sell them afterwards, just cheap. But a guy has a set of Series 1s that are non-broken tabs. And they're like really good condition, so I'm gonna go grab those. Also, sorry about the lawnmower man in the background. No one understands. I'm trying to do videos, mate. I'm trying to do videos. Nah, it's all good. All right, so let's get these. So also one of the other parts that I'm actually gonna go and get right now is in front of the shifter in the Supra, there is actually 3 buttons. If any of you Supra owners out there know, a lot of them are blank, or all of them are actually blank on my model because I've got the base model. On the higher model, you've got the active air lip and probably traction control maybe, I don't know. But mine are blank. So I put 3 switches in there thinking, oh yeah, good job, Adam, smart. Not so much, because this airlift system comes with 2 circular buttons, which I actually need to drill in. So did a bit of a search around and finally found the one blanking plate in Australia. So I think a few guys have got some that I could ship to me, but this guy is in Victoria, which is great for me. So I'm gonna shoot down there and grab that as well, so that next week when I do the install of that airlift system, it can all be done. I won't be held up by anything. So let's go. All right, here we go, guys. So we got the headlights. Now, look, they don't look perfect, obviously. They were a really good price. All the tabs are in perfect condition. So that's my main thing, was just to get the back housing perfect. And look, it looks like a little bit of fracturing on the lens here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it's okay because the back end is good. My lenses are perfect. So what I'm probably gonna do is pull them both apart. All 4 apart, and then put my lenses on these and put these lenses, clean them up and put them on the other ones, and then just sell the other ones for someone who really needs a set of lights. We're gonna obviously paint the insides black, leave these chrome, and I might put some angel eyes in. I do really like angel eyes, so I'll probably go with that, to be honest. But yeah, that's the first pickup of the day. I'm gonna shoot into the gym quickly, be a good boy, and then head down to GeForce and get this one tiny little blanking plate. I'll show you that when I get there. All right, boys, we're on a late night winner here. So I just went and got the dash piece for the Supra. Genuine Toyota piece. Super stoked that I actually got this because I want to get that air cup system installed as soon as possible. It may have already been installed, or it may be getting installed depending on when this video goes out, but this was a vital part for the install. Thank you to DNST Motorsport. They came in clutch. They actually, the website said they didn't have any, and I messaged them just asking when they'd have more in. And he was like, oh man, I've got one left. If you really need it, like, you know, let me update the website. So he did for me. I bought it, and I went and picked it up just then. So really, really happy with that. So thanks for coming along on this vlog, guys. Really appreciate you coming and watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to join the Facebook group, Letterlegion Legends. So it's just for all of you to jump on, share your cars, share some love for each other's cars and projects and bikes and boats and whatever you've got, whatever you want. Chuck it in there. Remember, all love in there, no hate.